So what is up, guys? This is Nick here from Everything Tech, helping to master your technology, and welcome to my Canon PowerShot SX530HS 1 year later review. Now, it's been a little bit over a year since I purchased this device, the Canon PowerShot SX530HS, and I did a lot of content on the channel about this camera. You can go ahead and check that down below in the description area of this video. I will also leave a card with some of the videos. I did a review, I did a camera test, as well as some samples and stuff like that, but you can see this is definitely the PowerShot. So what this is basically a ultra zoom camera. You can zoom all the way out. It has a fixed lens on here. So the lens on this camera is a fixed lens. It goes up to 50x on the range, 4x3 over 215. So it can go pretty far. So if we go ahead and turn this baby on, and I go like so, you can see it can really stretch out quite far there on the zoom, and it actually has a digital zoom of up to 200x. Now, I'm not gonna go totally into the whole camera, like in terms of tutorial, but I do wanna share my experience with you because this camera is actually still on the market here in 2017. This camera comes in right at under 300 bucks or so, and it was a great YouTube camera for a while, and I still use it as a YouTube camera here and there. I have since updated to the Panasonic Lumix G7, which does shoot in 4K and 60 frames per second, which this one does not, and I'm actually recording this video now on the Lumix G7. But you can see overall, 16 megapixel camera here, and one thing I don't like about this camera is there's no audio input, which definitely makes it a little bit harder to use for videographers. It makes it a little bit inefficient. So if you look around the camera, if I open up over here, there is no video mic input here. We do have an AV out, and we do have a mini HDMI here, but other than that, that's pretty much all that is on the camera. There's also no horseshoe, so you can see where Canon would have put the horseshoe. They kind of just put some plastic over the spot, and I think that's really a bummer because they could have included a horseshoe and a mic port on this camera. Even if it was an extra 50 bucks or so, I think it would have been worth that. Now, in terms of the way it functions, you're gonna learn a lot about Canon here if you decide to pick this camera up, meaning that this software that is built into this Canon camera is very similar to what you're gonna find on the T3, the T5, as well as the the T6. All of the bigger Canon cameras, 70D, things like that, are a lot similar. Now, yes, those are more advanced. You can get more creative control going on here, but this is a nice step, a beginner step into the the T3, the T5, the T6, the coming T7 eventually, or Canon's more premium mark, the 70D. So yeah, other than that, how has the pictures been overall? Well, like I said, I got other videos where I'm going to show you the pictures, but the picture quality has been great from this full HD camera. They come out very sharp. Now, the viewfinder here, this little small tiny screen here on the Canon SX530HS, it doesn't look quite as good through the viewfinder as when you blow it up on a screen. So if you can see right here, you can zoom in, and what's really nice is the autofocus is very strong here on the Canon SX530HS. I mean, for a fixed lens, this autofocus is very nice on this camera. You don't have to do much hunting, and it's got that Digix processor in here, so you're gonna get great autofocus here from your Canon SX530HS here. So 1 year later, what I've really noticed a lot is that I love the size of this camera. It's very compact, it's very small, and the grip is amazing. I've never dropped this camera, not even once in the whole year. So this grip handle right here on the Canon SX530HS is very strong. So if you were deciding to pick up a Canon SX530HS here in 2017, you're gonna get a great portability and a great, camera for grip. It's very light and compact and portable, and it does take better pictures than what you're gonna find on something like an iPhone, or what you're gonna find on something like a Samsung Galaxy phone, or even, Nexus phones. Now, in terms of just stills, those phones do get close, but when you start zooming in, you're gonna get a much better shot out of the Canon SX530HS here. Now, in terms of the focus beam, this little light kind of focuses on things, and it pretty much locks into everything. Now, in terms of the zoom, once you go, I've learned after using this a year, once you go past 100x, it really starts, even 50x, it really starts to get shaky. So if you want to get those moon shots, if you want to get those, how would you say, those shots that are super far and you want them to be still and clear, the Canon SX530HS needs to be set up on a tripod. So just go ahead and mount it here on a tripod. Now, speaking of this battery door, it's kind of an inconvenient location. So if you're doing a lot of shooting and you have it on a tripod, you know, you're gonna have to take it off because the battery door does not open. And actually the tripod plate will cover the battery door here for your Canon SX530HS. So you can see right there, if I put the tripod, if I put it on the tripod, it's gonna cover this door. You're not gonna have access to your SD card or the, you know, this guy right here, the battery. And speaking of the battery, let's pull that out really quickly here and take a look closer at the battery here for the Canon 530HS. So you can see I never actually bought another battery. This is a 1060 milliamp hour battery, and this was good for about 300 shots. I could shoot about 300 shots on a full charge before this guy pooped out. In terms of video, I shot about an hour's worth of video, maybe an hour and a half worth of video before this guy went completely dead. And it does matter, you know, do you have the screen brightness on really high on your Canon SX530HS? So the battery life is not the best. I would go ahead and pick up a spare if you're gonna be out shooting all day with your upcoming purchase, if you're gonna purchase a Canon SX530HS. A lot of people ask me, can you change the lens on the Canon SX530HS? And if you don't know what I meant by fixed lens, that means it's literally fixed on the camera. So you cannot change the lens on this camera. This camera's lens is bolted on. There's no way to change the lens. This is what you get. So when you buy this camera, this is the lens you're getting on the camera. It's a very good lens nonetheless, but this is not an extremely strong video camera, due to the fact that it doesn't have the ability to shoot in 60 frames per second, which gives you smooth motion like you're seeing here in this video. It also does not shoot in 4K, which you can downscale to 1080p, which will give you, you know, very good looking video, and even in 1080p. But is it better than a smartphone camera? I think so. This is definitely better than a smartphone camera. And it does have the ability to have NFC, which allows you to tap your camera to an NFC compatible device and share pictures easily. One thing after using this a year that I really enjoyed about the Canon SX530HS, I love the software. I mean, Canon does some of the best camera software in the business. It's very simple to use, and I think anyone could really learn this camera really easy. And if you don't want to mess around with manual, you just scroll over into portrait if you're trying to do a portrait, creative shot, or auto, and just take your shots. I mean, just half press the button to focus and take your shots. Also, the record button was conveniently located, so you weren't digging around anywhere up here like I kind of have to do on my Panasonic Lumix. It's right there, easy to go, let's record right away. Also, this grip right here on the camera, I found it to be very useful when I'm trying to get really close on things, like a macro, like say I'm trying to get really close on things here. This grip right here really helped me to hold down. Now, this camera doesn't have a live viewfinder, meaning you cannot shoot through the, you know, a little screen here where you could see the viewfinder. So that's a downfall here. But remember guys, this camera is a very affordable price point, 250 bucks or less. So you're really getting a bargain here with the Canon SX530HS. Now I think there's a little bit of a higher model. I'm gonna leave the link down below that gives you like the, you know, viewfinder and all that stuff. I'm not exactly sure the model name, but overall the pictures have been strong. You just have to be in good daylight. In low light, this camera is not the greatest in low light. I found it to be really strong in daylight, and you can get great detail here. Now, if you're somebody who goes to concerts, you go to games, like sports games, you go to your son's basketball game, your son's football, soccer game, or you're doing anything like that, this is a great camera to zoom in on them because it can really grab those photos here from those kind of situations. Also, if you're, you know, out and about exploring and you need to catch something really far, this is going to do a great job with its zoom. But like I say, just have it on a tripod. Now, overall, you just really have to decide, are you a photographer? If you're a photographer, this is a great entry-level camera here. If you're a videographer, this is not going to be your best boy, just because it doesn't have a mic port, it doesn't have 60 FPS, it doesn't have 4K. So you also have a flash here, and I found that flash to be very strong. So overall, after 1 year of using the Canon SX530HS, my strengths of this camera are it. It has great zoom, great photo quality, and my disadvantages are it's not the best video quality, but it does have, you know, great autofocusing in video, although not the best quality video. So you gotta pick and choose. I would say get this camera if you're an entry-level photographer. You just wanna start, meaning what I mean by that is you're entering into the photography world. You just want a great, decent camera to start taking all your photos. This is a great camera. If you're trying to get a camera for YouTube, I would actually skip this one because I found there to be a lot of hassles in terms of, you know, having to record audio separately with this device. The accessing the battery door was not the greatest. You keep having to take it off a tripod plate here. So this was actually more inconvenient to use than, say, even an iPhone, which had a 3.5mm headset jack. You could just put a Rode mic on it. So this is not the greatest for video, but for young photographers getting started, if you're looking at the Canon SX530HS, I've had this guy a year, shot many YouTube videos with it. Go for it if you're a photographer and you're just starting out. If you are a videographer, skip this one out. Just my take, just my experience. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments section of the Canon PowerShot SX530HS. Do you have one? Thinking about getting one? Have any questions? Comment them down below. This was Nick here up in a master your technology. Be sure to be well. I will catch you all in the next one, and peace.